Wondering if you're performing your Kegel exercises correctly? Watch this video to find out where is your pelvic floor and how to engage it to heal diastasis recti and to stop periodic bladder leaking. Listen in. Hey, I'm Gregorio. If you're looking for the best exercises for diastasis recti and natural remedies for women and children's health, hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified for my new video each Tuesday. If you're confused on where your pelvic floor is and how to engage it, by the end of this video you'll know 3 Kegel exercises to perform to strengthen your pelvic floor muscles but also tighten the gap of diastasis recti and to reduce low back pain. We've used this exercise, I've taught this exercise to hundreds of clients, and they've stopped wearing panty liners, they've strengthened their core, and they've stopped the periodic bladder leaking that happens when you cough, sneeze, or jump. Now it's your turn.
Power is based on your ability to connect to your pelvic floor. In yoga, this area is known as your root chakra. When this area is strong and vital, you have a great feeling of grounding and foundation and security. During a vaginal birth, this area is stretched to great lengths. By contracting your pelvic floor, you'll be able to reduce leaking, reduce low back pain, and close the diastasis recti. The pelvic floor are the muscles that hold up the muscles, the ligaments, and the connective tissues of the uterus, the rectum, and the bladder. It also modulates what's called your intra-abdominal pressure. Along with the diaphragm and the diaphragmatic breathing we spoke about, the pelvic floor is the opposing muscle to the diaphragm. As you inhale, the pelvic floor stretches just 5 millimeters, but if you can feel and envision just a little bit of a pushing out, that is a healthy breath. As you exhale, the pelvic floor goes back to its original position. The pelvic floor, in order to engage it, the pelvic floor runs from the pubic bone to the tailbone and the sits bones. To contract to the pelvic floor muscles, I want you to think about connecting from in front of the tailbone to the pubic bone and lifting up just a little bit. The hold can be anywhere from 3 seconds to 10 seconds. You're drawing together, lifting, and holding. There's many different types of pelvic floor contractions. We're going to focus on 3. When I cue pelvic floor in the pelvic power workout, I want you to think of connecting from the tailbone to the pubic bone and lifting up. The other 2 types of contractions are really beneficial for urinary leaking or incontinence, or preventing that incontinence from occurring. The contraction will be from the clitoris to the vulva or the vaginal opening and drawing up. And then the 3rd type of contraction will be just squeezing around the urethra and pulling up. If your pelvic floor is tight, you may want to focus on the breathing, the diaphragmatic breathing, and the stretching of the pelvic floor first, and also seek out a pelvic floor physical therapist to release the tension that you're experiencing in the pelvic floor. If you had a vaginal birth, you may want to focus on the contraction of the pelvic floor. The contraction will help strengthen the core, the low back, and prevent any clicking from occurring that you may be hearing in the pubic bone or the hip bones. These muscles also help connect to a series of muscles in the back of your body. When the pelvic floor is strong but not tight, you will have less low back pain because of the engagement of the back muscles as well. So to summarize, when your pelvic floor is weak, you may feel very weak in your core, weak in your low back, you may have leaking or incontinence, or your diastasis recti, your abdominal separation, may be worse, it may be open. When your pelvic floor is strong and resilient, you will have less low back pain, less leaking, and a stronger core. If you have a tight pelvic floor, I suggest that you seek out a women's pelvic floor physical therapist and also focus on stretching the pelvic floor.
Now you know exactly where your pelvic floor is and how to engage it. If you would like the written and audio version, then click the link below to get your 3 exercises to stop periodic bladder leaking. If you like this video, please let me know by liking it below and sharing it with your girlfriends. I'd greatly appreciate it. And also write helpful in the comment area below if this helped you out. Thank you.